of an apparent overdose at the age of 26 at his San Fernando Valley home in California. Now, he broke up with his girlfriend, I guess she was the girlfriend at the time, Ariana Grande, earlier this year. And he was very vocal about, struggling with addictions since their breakup. And a lot of people wanted to blame her for, what led him to substance abuse. She took to her social media to say, and this is over the course of, time, not this weekend, but this has been over the course of time to say, we were in a toxic relationship, and I don't know what type of self-respecting, woman would stay in that. If you have the opportunity to get out of it, then get out of it, and that's what I do. Doesn't matter that you wrote a song, doesn't matter. I'm looking out for me. And so that's what she did. She got out of her relationship. Now, she has since this happened, gone to her, social media platforms and removed a lot of tweets or posts that she has made in regards to. Right. She's deleted, a few of them in regards to that. But Miller broke out in 2011 with his debut album, Blue Slide Park, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard chart. His sophomore album, Watching Movies with the Sound Off, was released in 2013. And his most recent album, Swimming, was released just last month on August the 3rd.
Yeah.
And it debuted at number 3 on the Billboard chart. He was actually set to go on tour next month. Condolences to his family, friends, followers on his passing. Now the good stuff. So last week we talked about T-Pain and him being, or what's the word I'm looking for? Because he wasn't apprehended and he wasn't arrested. He was detained. There we go.
Yeah.
He was detained.
There we go.
For having a firearm in his travel bag while he went through TSA. So he spoke out about that on last Saturday, and he stated that, a week prior to that happening, they were at his home and they were shooting a video for Red Bull with Murder Beat.
Okay.
And knowing that there were going to be individuals in and out of his home, he's got jewelry in the home, he's got cash in the home, he's got firearms in the home. His security guards just gathered up in the location that they were in, just gathered up a bunch of shit and threw it in his bag. Well, a week later, when it's time to fly out, nobody's thinking about what was shown in the bag, a week and some change ago. Just get that bag and let's go. So when they went through TSA, of course, BBB, all types of shit, alarms and stuff went off, and he was detained. And he wasn't arrested. He had to pay a fine of $200, and it only lasted about 10 to 15 minutes, and they let him go. He's registered to carry all of his firearms. He's registered to carry all of his firearms. He explained the situation to them, as he did, took to his social media to let everybody know, no, I wasn't trying to shoot up nothing. I wasn't trying to hijack no plane or nothing. This is just what happened. So they were very forgiving. Slapped him with that fine. He paid it, and he was out of there. On Sunday the 2nd of September, 4 masked armed robbers reportedly broke into, what's their names again? I just know their real names. I know their real names. Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy. Ray.
Schwimmer?
You know what I'm talking about. There we go. Them. There we go. All right, so they broke into their home in San Fernando Valley. There's a lot of shit been going on in San Fernando Valley, I tell you.
Wait, they live together?
Yeah.
They tried.
Yeah, so one person was injured. one person was injured, and they got away with a safe. All right, so what happened was the doorbell rings at 4:30 in the morning. Security goes to the door, answers the door. They charge the security. They pistol whip the security guard, and they order him to take them to the safe. How they know about the safe? I would have known that.
Exactly.
Anyway, they ordered the security guard to take
They need a new nigga, man. Like them and Priscilla Million must be using the same nigga because He's not doing a good job.
She was in San Bernardino. They was in San Fernando Valley. Wonder how far they are from each other. This seems like these masked armed gunmen just be hitting spots, and watch the days of the week too. All right, so this was Christina Milian got broke into Friday before last, and then again on that Tuesday. So what we got? 4 or 5 days later on a Sunday, now they getting broken into. Yeah. Now, Sway Lee wasn't home at the time, but Slim Jimmy was. He's reported to have no injuries, only the security guard.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try that one. No, I'm not. I was going to, because I don't know about safes in people's homes and stuff. That's just, anywho. Our favorite bag of Skittles is back in the news again. Seems like 1 week he's doing bad, and then in the next week he's doing good. We were talking about that before the show. Next week he's bad again, and then the next week he's doing
1 week he's doing bad, and the next week you realize, oh shit, I don't want to go to jail. Let me do something good.
So yeah, because I think the week before last he visited Mexico, or was that last week? I think it was the week before last he visited Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Was handing out the money to the kids in Mexico. Was that last week?
Yeah, last week. I want to say.
All right, so this week he did. He wrote a letter to the judge. I forgot that news. I sent that to you. What he was saying? He wrote the letter to the judge. What do you want to do? I didn't read it all. I just sent it to you because I figured, we talk about it. But I found something a little more,
I ain't read it.
A little bit uplifting than him, being the bad guy. So we're talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. He teamed up with Make-A-Wish Foundation to grant a wish to a 5-year-old stage 4 terminally ill patient. The 5-year-old by the name of Franklin is a brain cancer victim. And his last wish was to meet, of all people, 6ix9ine. So he went in there and he placed, he showed him this diamond ring, and he told him, this was the first diamond ring that I ever received. And then, these right here, these are rainbow rings. So he put the rainbow rings on the little boy's fingers, and they all lit up like they were spinning and lighting. They was doing a lot. And I mean, for somebody like me, I suffer with debilitating migraines. So all that spinning would have just made me just nauseous. And I'm thinking, this child has brain cancer. You want to give me some shit that's spinning and lighting up? I mean, that's just me. That's just me thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, he's so busy trying to stay out of jail and shit. He ain't even thinking that this may not be the best move for little man.
Nah, somebody in his camp should have told him, you researched all of this, but anyway, he gave the little boy his diamond ring, and he said, this is the first diamond ring that I ever purchased, and I want you to have it. And he put it on his little finger, and the little boy is just like I am right now. He was just blown away, And then somebody on his team, hands Tekashi like a stack of cash, and he gives it to the little boy, and oh my God, this just, his face just turned beet red, and the emotion, in both of them, because you could tell he was very sincere. He rehearsed it. He was very sincere about what he was doing. He was laid across and this was another bad move too. If people's already labeling you as a pedophile, why you laid up in the bed with the little boy? I get it. I know, because he wanted to see you. That was his last wish or whatever. I would have sat down in a chair across from him, but he was actually laid. Yeah, he was laid in the little boy's hospital bed, talking to him and whatever. And but the looks on their face, is just, you can tell there was some of the emotions. And when the little boy passed the money, because he was like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do with this? And he passed the money to his mom. It was a very heartfelt moment. So whatever the reason behind him doing it at that moment, you could tell there was some sincerity there. Now he may turn bad again tomorrow. I don't know. He's probably doing bad right now. But, at that moment, he was actually doing some good in that moment. So
okay, the question.
Yes.
Okay, question. So, right, this is what I don't understand, like, about giving, like, a person who about to pass, like, jewelry, right? So you give him this jewelry, right? Little man passed away. Do you ask for your jewelry back from his mom since he gone, or do you let the mom have it?
If I was the mother right now, I would go pawn that bitch. I would sell it. I would get the money. Think about the medical bills. I understand it with Make-A-Wish, but Make-A-Wish Foundation is to grant a dying child their last wish or a dying individual their last wish. But think about the medical bills that have accumulated. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you're not getting that ring back. That's my son's ring, and I'm 2, he's 5. So as his guardian, this is what I'm gonna do. Is we gotta live after he passes. So.
I would pawn it too. I would say my son last wish for me to take this to Big Bob's Pawn and Jewelry and see what I can get for it. So that's what I did.
I'm gonna go get that bitch of praise and then see what I can work with.
Yeah.
Now early last Saturday morning, I think it was, Eminem surprised his fans with that crazy album Kamikaze. He did a lot of name drops on that. Oh, yeah, he did a lot of name dropping on that album, and I haven't heard of anyone else, that had. Okay, well, Joe Budden, but he don't really count no way. I ain't really heard nobody say anything about, what's been said, or they haven't said it yet, other than Machine Gun Kelly. So he's saying, I'm quoting him, fuck being the rap god. He's the rap devil. And he dropped a disc record following Kamikaze's release because he wasn't, too privy to the fact that M dropped his name on the project. So
yeah.
I'm just has M said anything?
No, but I heard he was in the studio. But I don't really know, like, into what capacity he gonna say something too. But I mean, I just commend Machine Gun Kelly for saying something. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody as big as Eminem, most people wouldn't say anything or might make a tweet. But for him to make a full song, I mean, I don't think he went too crazy. And you can't diss somebody but still say they the greatest of all time 2-3 times, and it still holds the same weight. But I still commend him for at least saying something and like being a real see about that business with that.
I don't got no comment. I don't get on white people drama. Even though M is black, they come on a long time ago. But yeah. All right. So on Monday, last week we reported that Lil Pump was arrested in Miami for driving with an invalid license. I forgot what he was driving, but it has some Mini Cooper tags on it. I do remember that. What was he driving, like, nah, he wasn't driving a Rolls Royce. That was Post Malone. Whatever he was driving, the tags didn't go on the car.
Sure.
Yeah, sound real nice, Tags didn't go on the car. Well, he's on probation in L.A. for a separate case. And this incident in Miami caused him to violate his probation. So he announced on IG on Monday that due to all of that, he will be spending a few months in jail.
Well,
that's all I got to say about that.
Keep your head up. Yeah, keep your head up. Stay strong.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the boo game.
Don't do that.
Don't fall for that. Don't let them scare you.
I don't talk about this chick a lot on this show, and I do that deliberately. But when you're doing something good, then of course I'm going to bring it up. And she's actually done 2 things good.
Who?
This week. Nikki.
Okay.
Yes, so she's looking out for her fans when it comes to their education. She gave 37 recipients her Student of the Game scholarship, according to Billboard. She agreed to take on either their student loans or their college tuition. She began giving back in May of last year, and she announced that she will be launching her charity soon. Maybe this will keep her busy more, so I can hear her mouth less.